everyone, welcome to Nikki's Crafty Corner. I'm Nikki. Welcome back if you've been here before. So happy you came back. And if you were new here, welcome guys. Welcome aboard. This is a Wip N Chat. So what is a Wip N Chat? A Wip N Chat is where we get together, we work on projects, you grab a project that you have not completed, and I work on a project and I kind of tell you about what's going on in my life and keep you entertained for about an hour. I usually put my Wip N Chats up on Saturdays, but this week I am filming on Sunday. It's just been a hectic week. So, my project of the week is Jasmine Beckett Griffith's The Whispered Word Lenore. Now you're going to see this probably for all of July, definitely for all of July, because I'm doing the JBG Along 2, which if you haven't heard of that, it is an event created by the YouTube creators, Crafting with Shay and Emeralds and Fairy Lights. And it is just a fun event where we are working on our Jasmine Beckett Griffith diamond paintings and having some fun. So if you're interested in that, you can search JBG Along, hashtag JBG Along 2 on Instagram and find some information, or look under the same hashtag on YouTube and find some information. So this is Jasmine Beckett Griffith's The Whispered Word Lenore. I'll put a picture of the finished image here, Editing Nikki, and I will also link the unboxing in case you're interested in seeing an unboxing of this diamond painting to see what all comes in it here. So now that we've gone over that, I am using just a diamond pen for accessories that I got on Amazon with rose gold 10 placer that I also got on Amazon. I am using Randa's Crafty Corner putty in my multi-placer, and the scent I'm using is Sweet Apple, and I am using micro dots in my single placer. So now that we went over that, oh, and my cover minder is from the Diamond Art Club kit. It came with the kit. So, what is a cover minder? A cover minder is just a magnet that holds plastic back so you can work on your diamond painting, and then you can put the protective plastic back over it so that nothing gets on your adhesive while you're not working on it, such as cat hair, dog hair, your own hair, you know, those things, girl problems, right? So, that is where I got the black rose. All right, let's get into what's been going on. So, I'm still on my bottom row. I made these rows kind of chunky because I didn't want so many small sections. This is a big diamond painting. It is 70 centimeters by 87 centimeters. So it will take me more than the month of July to finish this. I think I have about 2 weeks left in July. I'm not expecting to finish this. If I did, I would be extremely shocked. So, but I'm having fun. So, the last time I spoke to you was, I believe, last Saturday. Yes, when I filmed my Wip N Chat. So, Saturday I filmed my Wip N Chat, and I went back, and I might have mentioned this in my last Wip N Chat. I'm really working on my back room. It used to be my sewing room, and then it became a storage unit because I got rid of my storage unit. So I'm working on attempting to turn my back room into a sewing area again. Not strictly sewing, but crafting. I think I'm going to keep my diamond painting for the most part out in my living room. Possibly move it into the back room for filming purposes. But anyway, so Sunday I was in the back room and I had 2 full drawers full of paperwork. Now, does any adult actually know when we're supposed to throw out paperwork? This is like serious. This is a question. Let me know in the comments. Does anybody actually know when the paperwork's supposed to be disposed of? Because I had paperwork, I still do. For the last 5 years, I had paperwork. And I know that that's not as bad as some people, I'm sure. But I had it stuffed in drawers and all kinds of stuff. So what I did last Saturday was I sat on my bed. I had just had the knee surgery on Friday, so I wasn't really supposed to be doing anything, but I wasn't comfortable just sitting around. So I dumped my drawers on my bed, and I sat there for a few hours, and I just sorted everything into piles based on year. And then I put them into folders and put those folders into the scrapbooking bins that you can get at Michael's, the 12 by 12 containers. They had those on sale, so I got a couple of those and I put them in based on years, and I put those under my bed. So now I don't have to worry about, I think I was able to get 2 or 3 years in each one. So I have 2 of them under my bed, and now my drawers are cleaned out in the back room, which is good because now I can put fun crafting stuff in them. Yay! So I got that done last Saturday, which was awesome. And remember that app that I told you about, the Too Good To Go app, where you can get, if you weren't here last week, there's this app that is called Too Good To Go. Basically what it is you can download this app to your phone. I believe it's Android and iOS, but it's definitely iOS. So you can download it to your phone, and you can reserve a mystery bag from certain local restaurants to you. And they cost about between $3.99 is the cheapest I've seen them. $5.99 is the most expensive I've seen them. And I'm in New York, so I don't think you'd see them much more expensive. And what it is you reserve a time to pick up this mystery bag at a restaurant near you, and it's at closing time, and you go to their back door after they've closed. You go to their back door. It really feels like you're doing some kind of sneaky illegal thing. You knock on their back door. This is after you pay online and you get a code. So they'll tell you, come at 6:30, say, if they close at 6. So you go there at 6:30 and you knock on the back door and you show them this code, and they give you a bag full of stuff. And you don't know what you're going to get, but it's all like the leftover, a bunch of like mishmash of leftovers that they had for the day that they can't sell and they would otherwise throw out. And a lot of times they can't donate that stuff, and I don't really understand it. But they can't donate it to the homeless shelters because there's some kind of, there's some kind of health code or something. I don't understand all of it. But a lot of times they can't even donate it to the homeless shelters. So you bring your phone to the back door and you give them this code and you get your bag. So we decided to do it last weekend and decided to start small. So we did it for the local bagel shop. And I'll tell you what we got. For $5.99, we got 18 bagels, which we froze some, gave some away, kept some, enjoyed them during the week. So 18 bagels. We got 18 bagels and a sandwich. The sandwich was a mozzarella, tomato, basil, drizzled with balsamic panini. Big, like this thick panini, wrapped up. It was delicious, and that was all for $5.99. Now I priced it out on their website, and if we had paid full price for this, it would have been like a $40 bag. So it was really good. We're gonna try other restaurants, and probably next week or the week after, we're gonna go back and do the bagel spot again. So I just wanted to update you that we did actually do that. So that was a lot of fun. So I encourage you, try it. The app is too good to go. Check it out. Okay, so that was Saturday. Sunday, I diamond painted for like 2 hours in the morning. I watched Christian's live, and then continued to do a little bit of clean out on the back craft room. And before I did that, I put some sauce on the stove, which Sunday morning sauce in an Italian house, it's amazing. It takes you right back to growing up. So it was this nostalgic Sunday around here. Just the smells of every time I came in the kitchen. It was amazing. So I had the sauce going. I rested my leg, which was a struggle because I don't like to sit still, but my leg really needed resting. So I did spend some time resting it. I watched more of the Vampire Diaries, yes. And some of you will be happy to know I am totally Team Damon now. So watched a lot more of the Vampire Diaries this week. I burned some papers that I knew that I could get rid of. I put them in a pile and I threw them into I have a barbecue that's like one of the old-fashioned, I don't know if it's old-fashioned, but it's a charcoal grill. So I threw them in there and lit them up, and it was like so peaceful and releasing to get rid of those papers. So I did that on Sunday. Monday was, I had coffee with Jen Sincero. What do I mean by that? Have you ever read the You Are a Badass series? If you have not read You Are a Badass series by Jen Sincero, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. She is amazing. This is just one of her books, You Are a Badass Every Day, but she has a money book. She has so many books. I highly recommend you picking up one of her books and reading it. This is a good one because it's got like a little bit of everything in it, but it's kind of like a motivational book for every day, this one. So I started my day with this, reading it. And then I had to go get blood work done, so I did that. And I ran to get my blood work done, which was fine. A student actually had to take my blood this time, though. And, you know, I'm always open to students taking my blood because they have to learn on somebody. And I figure, why not me? I'm not afraid of it, so I figure I'm a good person to let them learn on. I try and be open to it. So she stuck me, and I could feel the needle in there. If you're squirmish, I'm sorry, you might want to leave for a couple of minutes. I could feel the needle in there, and then I could feel her like moving it in my vein, and it was really creepy. And I was about 2 seconds away from tapping out of letting her take the blood because it wasn't coming out. And the doctor kept saying, you're too superficial. You're too superficial. And I was like, oh my God, you're too superficial, chick. You need to go deeper. I was dying. So that wasn't too fun of an experience. So I had to go get my blood work done. And then I had my chiropractor. So I was heading to my chiropractor, which isn't that far from where I needed to get my blood done. And I was going down the road, and all of a sudden, there was this big tank behind me, a big black tank that had its sirens going. And I've never seen this before, and it scared the living shit out of me, guys. Have you seen these things? I've never seen one before, and it was scary. I thought we were getting taken over by military police. I didn't know what was going on. It was apparently my county has procured these tanks, and I didn't realize it, for riot situations and stuff. So they were headed to a rescue situation, and you could see in the back there were like officers with big guns, and they were trying to get through. It was really scary. So that was my excitement going to the chiro. The chiropractor was amazing. I hadn't been since I fell the last time, and my back was all like squished up, and she just released so much tension on that table. So that was amazing. And then I came home and I diamond painted some more. And I'm almost done with this bottom section, which is about 8.5 inches wide. No, 8.5 inches high. And probably, let me see how wide it is. I think I have my handy dandy measuring tape in here somewhere. I do. It is, how wide? Well, I don't even have to measure it. It's 34 inch. It should be 34 inches wide. I'm almost done with it. Right? Let's see. Guys, I wish I had more stuff. No, it's 27. I wish I had more stuff going on in my life. Like, everybody's Wip N Chats is like, I took the kids here and we did that. And I'm like, nope, I sat home and I diamond painted. I went to an appointment. I sat home and I diamond painted. But this is me. So I'm trying to be real with you. I could make up some stories about what I did, but I don't think it's worth it. So, that's what I did. Then Tuesday was a very blah day. I diamond painted again. I diamond painted. And I took my new cane out for the first time. I've been using a cane for the last couple of years, but I got a new one. I'll show you. It's leopard print, but I had to get the bottom. I had to finally cave and get the one that has the 4-prong thing. And I fought it for a long time because I felt like I was too young. I'm only 44. And I did not want, it was a big time vanity thing. So I did not want the cane with the, I felt like it just made me old. But I finally caved and got it. And as soon as I took it out, I took it out Tuesday for the first time and I got so many compliments on it. It was like, it felt so good to get that many compliments on it that I really felt like uplifted by it. So that was kind of cool because I was nervous about it. So I took it out. I just had to go a few places and everybody was like, oh, I love your new cane. So that was pretty nice. And then I came home and I watched Bev B, or I attempted to watch Bev's live. I think I got through like 10 or 15 minutes of it and I fell asleep. I was just so exhausted by life that I fell asleep. It's not even the physical, it's the emotional. Do you ever get like that where you're just like, ugh? So I fell asleep, but I did watch Bev when I woke up Wednesday. I watched Bev B while I diamond painted. And then I filmed a sewing video, which I have not done anything other than diamond painting in ages. So if you haven't seen that, I filmed a video of bags that I have done, bags that I have made over the years. And I used to sell them. I used to have a small business on Etsy, and I used to do craft shows and stuff. So I had some left, and I thought I'd show you guys the stuff that I used to make. So I filmed kind of a show and tell video and put that up. So if you're interested in that, I'll also link that here, that video. So that was fun. I filmed that, and then Wednesday night I did Witchcraft Wednesday on here, which that will probably be the last Witchcraft Wednesday I do. I'm going to try and figure out something else to do live. I don't know. So that was that. And then after I did my live on Wednesday, I watched a couple of other lives. I didn't really comment. I was kind of just nursing my leg and watching them. I think I might have commented on one or two. But I was there, but not there. So that was that. And then Thursday I went for bubble tea. And I had to schedule a CAT scan on my leg. My doctor just wants to get a second view of my leg. So I had to schedule that. And I decided to take myself for bubble tea because I felt like wrangling doctors and all that stuff just was too much, and I needed a pick-me-up. So I took myself a bubble tea, and then I kind of chilled out in front of the TV. I did some reading. I'm reading a mystery now. It's called His Secrets, I believe. I don't know who the author is. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's a really good book. His Secrets, and the author is The Secrets Kept. The Secrets He Kept by Jackie Walsh. It's a good book. So I'm reading that. That's a really good book. So I did some reading on Thursday. And Friday was a fun day. Friday I got to really put my crafting cap on, other than diamond painting, which I love diamond painting, but I also love doing other crafts. And I love doing like Photoshop stuff and that kind of thing. So I got to play in Photoshop a lot on Friday, which was so much fun, because I was actually playing in Photoshop with my friend's daughter. She wants to make a bunch of gifts, and she's going to make sublimation keychains. So I'm going to help her design them. She's going to design them in Photoshop, which we were doing on Friday. I taught her the basics she needed in Photoshop, gave her access to my sublimation designs, and she went to town. So that was so much fun to see her going through all my designs and her face lighting up. Like, it was just awesome. So we did that on Friday, probably for about 3 or 4 hours. She was just stuck to my computer, and so I have to go through and make sure that the images that she picked, I have to do that today. Make sure that the images that she picked are high enough quality that they won't blur out, and that the lines are crisp enough and stuff. So I just have to double check all of that today. But it's going to be so fun to have her, to let her explore sublimation, you know, and just show her another art craft, because, you know, there's arts and crafts for kids, but a lot of times kids are only subjected to, you know, like making friendship bracelets and drawing and tie-dyeing. So it's fun to show them that there are crafts out there that they can get into when they get a little bit older. Their parents are probably going to want to kill me, because now she's probably going to want a sublimation printer. But, you know, it's fun to show them that there are other things out there. So I did that on Friday. And then when I came home, I actually had the energy to diamond paint, which is rare, because usually when I go out, I'm tired when I get home. But I did have the energy, and I did a little bit of diamond painting on Friday evening. And Saturday when I got up, I'm telling you, this week was a crazy week. Saturday when I got up, I went to a Reiki circle. I hadn't been in a couple of months, so I decided to go to a Reiki circle. It was my Reiki Master's 12-year anniversary of doing Reiki circles, Reiki shares. So I went to that. That was beautiful. So happy for her that she's at 12 years now. That's awesome. So I did that yesterday. And then I had to babysit my landlord's dog for a little bit. So the dog really likes one of my cats, Floyd. So, or rather, likes my cat's food. So he came downstairs and he ate my cat's food, and they played a little bit. Floyd likes to possess the dog. The dog is not a big dog. The dog is probably smaller than my cat. Floyd's a big boy. He's got to be 40 pounds now. And so when Scruffy came down, that's the name of the dog, Scruffy came down, and Floyd kind of was hitting his head against him and, you know, be my friend. And they played a little bit. They were cute. And Scruffy, I had to keep the dog away from the cat food and chase him. But they played for a bit, so that was fun. And then after we brought the dog back upstairs, I went to a couple of thrift stores, and this is the first time I've gone to thrift stores and completely struck out. There was nothing yesterday. It was very disappointing. Usually there's at least something. Yesterday was nothing. I mean, there was one desk organizer I could have picked up, but I'm figuring I'm getting rid of so much stuff to make room that buying a desk organizer really didn't make sense. But other than that, there was nothing. Oh, there was one thing. There was one thing I saw this woman pick up. Have you ever had this happen? You're kind of looking around and there's nothing that you want, and then you see somebody pick something up and you're like, how did I miss that? Oh my gosh, guys, I was so upset. I was just walking out kind of like bummed that I didn't find anything. And I saw this woman pick up this cat. You know those neon signs that light up? That are like coiled? It was a cat that was coiled, and it was a neon sign. And I was like, that would look so awesome on a shelf in my craft room. I was so bummed, and I was like, maybe she'll put it back. And so I was stalking her for a few minutes, but she went up to her husband or boyfriend or whoever he was and was like, what do you think? And he was like, oh, that's nice. And then she put it in her cart, which had was overflowing, by the way, of things that she had found. And I was like, how do people find these things? They must really scour the shelves. I do not have an eagle eye, as one of my old boss, Kim, used to say. You need to develop an eagle eye. Where are your eagle eyes? She was, yeah. So, anyway, my eagle eyes were not working yesterday because that would have been awesome to have scored. So I did not score that. I did not bring anything home from the thrift store yesterday. I need to be bringing stuff to the thrift store to get rid of it because I really need to be cleaning it out. I'm hoping today, maybe some stuff can go out. I don't know. I feel like the garbage men are going to be like, what is with this chick? She's constantly throwing stuff out. But I have so much stuff that I just never went through. And I have to get rid of it. There's just me. So who's going to go through, when something happens to me, who's going to go through it, you know? So I'm kind of in that mindset. So anyway, that was my week, guys. Let me know in the comments, how are you? I'm sorry I waited this long to ask you. How are you? What are you working on? What's been going on in your lives? I know a few of you are just coming out of recovery from the vid. So I'm glad to see you guys are back and starting to function again. That is absolutely awesome. So good to have everybody back. And I'm enjoying seeing even the latecomers who are just now telling us about the stories from the retreat. I'm enjoying hearing about that. It sounds like such a ball you guys had. I would have loved to have been there. Maybe one day. I haven't gone on overnight retreats for quilting, but I've done day retreats for quilting. Quilting was one of my first passions with craft was quilting. So I love to quilt, and I've done day retreats, and it's so much fun to just be around people that have the same love of the same craft as you. So it's nice to hear all the stories you guys are bringing back, and I'm sure there's so many more that you're not telling us. So yeah, keep them coming, even if you think that everybody's already told the stories. They haven't told them from your perspective. So I think I am going to let everybody go for this week. That's pretty much all I have. I should have 2 packages coming, one Happy Mail and one purchase this week. So I should have 2 videos this week other than my next Wip N Chat. So stay tuned for those, and I will see you all soon. Be happy, be creative, and above all, be you, because no one else can be you. Take care, guys.